What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode on my channel. As always, I'm Jay, and today, guys, I got some distressing news that I had to talk about. One of my favorite shows, Ash vs. the Evil Dead, after 3 seasons, has been canceled. Today it was confirmed by multiple sources that the 3rd season finale of Ash vs. the Evil Dead would also serve as the series finale, citing that Starz had opted not to renew the show, most likely related to the drop in viewership from last season to this season. When asked about the show, Bruce Campbell was quoted as saying, "Ash vs. the Evil Dead has been the ride of a lifetime. Ash was the role of a lifetime, and it was such an honor to reunite with Rob Tapert and Sam Raimi to give our tireless fans another taste of the outrageous horror comedy they demanded. I will always be grateful to Starz for the opportunity to revisit the franchise that launched our careers." And you know what, guys? Right off the bat, to me, this just sucks because Starz has such a pedigree of great, shows that have lasted more than just 3 seasons. Whether you're looking at Black Sails or the different iterations of Spartacus. And not to mention, stuff like Spartacus was actually produced by Rob Tapert and Sam Raimi, who are the guys doing this and actually created this franchise and this kind of universe. But also because I'm such a fan of the Evil Dead series, guys. I mean, growing up, the first one that I saw was Army of Darkness, the 3rd entry, and the most hilarious and silly out of all of them. It had such, random humor and such, great slapstick horror to me that I went back and actually watched the other 2 entries. And I fell even more in love with the quirks and weirdness of the series. And I was a Deadite fan for life. I own Evil Dead Regeneration, the video game, and I actually liked the way that it played and everything. But even more so, I enjoyed the reboot that came out a few years back. It had nothing to do with Ash or the original, trilogy, but the whole fact of the matter was that it was just the whole idea, the Book of the Dead and everything. And the fact that this movie actually aimed to scare the shit out of people, and I think it worked very well, and it was very suspenseful and very horrifying, at least to me. When I found out the Ash vs. Evil Dead show was coming back, even I got really excited because they were bringing back Ash, they're bringing back the continuity of the original films, and even though it was only half an hour for every episode, I really enjoyed them. It wasn't too short, it wasn't too long, and it gave you just a little bit of a taste to want to come back next week. And it introduced us to so many cool characters and additions to the story, including Pablo, Kelly, Lucy Lawless as Ruby, and even Lee Majors as Ash's dad. And Ted Raimi even made a couple of appearances in the show, which was so awesome for any of you who are fans of the original movies and stuff. Ted Raimi, Sam Raimi's brother, kept popping in and out of the series films, whether to do doubles work or being Henrietta, or just an extra weird person randomly in the background in Army of Darkness. He was always hilarious. All in all, guys, it does bum me out with this news of cancellation, but at least the show gets to bring the franchise back in such an awesome style. Sure, the show took some weird twists and turns, but you know what, guys? We get to see more badass and hilarious moments with Ash and crew. And honestly, guys, it was so sweet of them to be able to bring back such an iconic cult franchise such as Evil Dead back to life and give so many more contributions to the mythos and continue with the horror mythology that was Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Hopefully in the future it'll get picked up in some other capacity, whether it's a sequel in movie form or, the show getting picked up by Netflix or something like that. But until then, guys, just hold on to the memories. It was a great ride. And all you Deadites out there, keep your boomsticks loaded, your chainsaws gassed up, grab an axe, and hail to the king, baby.